Hello everyone. Today on this lecture we discuss about qualitative research process. So the qualitative research process is a systemic approach in which we are going to explore and understand the meaning and the experience of the people. Okay, take an example. Suppose I tell you in a house there are 8 people or 10 people are living together. Okay, I am telling you about the 8 people living together in a one roof under a one roof in a family. If you see it in the quantitative research, quantitative point of view, then you will first you will be calculate what are the number of people living together, what is the age group of the peoples, and what is the incomes of the people. Okay, so what is the how many are the male and how many are the female. So by this way you get a numerical data. Okay, but if you see it in the qualitative point of view, you are going to understand about the experience, understand about the behavior, and understand about the perspective. So we will ask them how they are living together, how the bonding them is established, how they behave each other. So how they behave or how the bonding emotion with attach them together. So this question or this type of things, by this way we can get some idea or deep understanding, that is called the insight. Okay, so in the qualitative research you generate a theory or you collect a insight, deep insight on a particular phenomenon. Okay, so that is the difference between the qualitative research and the quantitative. In the quantitative research, you get the numerical data and the question will be asked by what are the number WHO, what will be applied. But in the qualitative research, we are not getting any numerical data, but we are exploring the relationship. We are exploring the understanding of the people, or we are exploring the behavior that will be established between the people. So this is the qualitative research. Let's go to the definition. So what is qualitative research? The qualitative research is a systematic approach to explore and understand the meaning and the experience of the people. So what is going on inside the mind of the people, that is called the qualitative research. Okay, what the people are thinking, how they are behaving with each other. So this is the qualitative research. Next, it is focus. In this qualitative focus, it's to examine, what we are examining, the subjective experience, the perspectives, and the behavior. So what is subjective? What the individual or we are taking those people. Okay, so what they are saying, the subjective experience. Okay, what they are saying, that they will be in the form of words, they will express you in the form of words. How they are percept means in which point of view they are looking the thing, that is called a perceptive. So there is the imagination. Or what is the behavior that you observe, what is the behavior between them in the family. So that is called observation. Okay, so you get three things: words, image, and observation. These are all non-numerical data. This is cannot be, we can write, can you give a number to this thing. So these are called a non-numerical data or the verbatim. So this data will be analyzed or interpret, and after interpretation or analysis we get a theory or insight. That is the result of qualitative research. Okay, so the qualitative research take the topic, going to examine the subjective experience, perspectives, and the behavior. By how they will be do? By words, image, and observation. These are the non-numerical data, and this data will be analyzed and interpret to get the result, that is called the generate theory or insight. So let's see, some of the few steps are there to generate a theory. So let's see what are the steps involved in the qualitative research. The first one, that is identify the research problem and formulate the research question. First one, so identifications and the formulate research, that is the first and foundational step in all research. So here also the first, identify the research problem. So research problem is the top one, take much more time, enough time need to select a topic. Okay, so here also we will take the topic first, then find out the problem, and third one, that is the we generate and formulate the question. The topics always, it is broad in general in nature. Okay, real world picture, real world topic we will take, and that is general and broad in nature. And it is the problem should be but the personal experience or from the observation or from the review of literature. Okay, from that you will formulate, we will be take a as a problem. Next, questions. So here we will ask some question, then we get some answer. So the question always open ended, that is called exploratory, because here you the researchers allow the participants, they can express their feelings by their own words, that is called the open ended questions. Okay, so these are the three important points that come under step 1. Next, step 2, conduct a review of literature. So what is that? If once the topic is selected or you will clarify on the problem, on the basis of the problem, I will go to qualitative research. So you have to see what are the relevant literature, or what are the publications, or what are the knowledge already exist on the particular topic. So that is called the conduct thorough literature review. Or by this way it helps the review of literature help the researchers to know about what is existing knowledge, okay, and the gap that will be further researchers needed. So these two things will be clarified if you go through the step 2, that is the conduct thorough literature review. Okay, next, third step, that select the research design. In the qualitative research there are 5 research designs, or you say the methods are there. Research design are the blueprint, how you will do the research. So there are the five methods or designs are there. Let's see. First one is the grounded theory approach. So here what will we do, if you are going to generate a new theory, so you will you will be go for this grounded theory approach on the basis of collection of data. Okay, second one, phenomenological methods. In here, if the researcher want the research about the life experience of the individual, so by the deep interview methods, he can do this phenomenological approach, or you say methods design. Next, ethnographical design. So in this way, here what happens, if you are going to study about a culture or social phenomena, so that will be, you will be go through this ethnographical design methods, and that will be on the basis of observations. So these are the 3. Fourth one, that is the historical. So historical, if the researcher want to do a qualitative research on the past event, okay, so they will be carry out the historical research and basis of the documents, past documents or artifacts. Those in the you get from the museum, library, etc. Next one, case study. If you are going to study about a particular case or particular subject, then the case study method is very helpful, and it will be by the deep observations, by the interviews, and from the document you can, by multiple data you will be collect, then you do the case study methods. Okay, so these are the few methods are there in that will be come under but qualitative research process. Next, fourth one, you have the problem is clear, and the methods you will want to, the researcher want to do, that also be clear. Then the fourth step is the determine the study population and the sample. So on which the researcher will be do the research. So that is called the population. So population means the researcher on the individual on which the researcher want to, or those people the researcher want to investigate on them. So that is called the population. Okay, so here is the population, and this population should be purposive. You will be take the purposively, because those having the idea, they have the idea about the phenomena or the topic you are choose or you have taken. So you will collect that type of population or that type of individual for your population, and from the population you take a subset. Okay, and the subset is called sample. Okay, from the population you take few of them, that is called the sample. So this is called the subset, and the sample should be from few to and 30 participants you can be take. And always you keep in mind the sample size of the qualitative research is less than the quantitative research. So this is the basic difference in the qualitative and the quantitative research. Next, fifth step, that is the ethical consideration, because as you are going to study about the you are going to observe about the feelings and the behavior of the people, of the individual, those who want to study them. So you have an informed concept, consent should be there for the participants. And so it is very important, the ethical consideration should be keep in mind. Okay, next one, sixth step, that is the select tools for the data collections. So after now the sample is ready, design is selected. Now how you will go for the, how you will do the further research? So you need some instrument na? That instrument is called tool. Okay, so here you are using some of the tools, and here the instruments are what? The focus group, interviews, and the observation. So by these three way, or you would say the selected tools, we will be go for the qualitative research, and that will be depend upon the researcher which method will be provide the researcher rich and detailed information. That will be depend upon the researcher which tools he or she will select. By this tool they can get a rich or detailed information. Step 7, that is analysis and interpret data. Now the data collection is done. So you will collect the data in the form of what? Image, words, and observation. Now put them into arrange the large document in a arrangement is called, that is theme. Okay, so if you arrange the large documents, that is called the theme. And patterns means you will from the data, from the large number data you will find the key points. Okay, what is the key insight is there, that is called the pattern. And the relationship, that is the, what is the factor that will be influence the key insight. Okay, or the key insight is influenced by which of the factor, that is called the relationship. So these three things are analyze, or you say the interpret, in this step 7 method. And after interpretation or the analysis, the 8th step that come, that is called a disseminate the research finding. Disseminate means you will publish, or you declare the result. Okay, and these declarations maybe in the academic publication you will be do, or in the magazine form, or in the journal also. That is called the dissemination of the research finding or the research result. So this is the steps that was involved in the qualitative research. So qualitative research is a non-numerical data. Here we are collecting the non-numerical data, and this data the collected, and that will be analyzed, properly analyzed, and interpret. Then after we will be find the research findings, and that is called a disseminated of the the research finding. So this is all about the qualitative research process. Hope you understand. Keep on subscribing. Thank you for watching.